Okay, in this module, we're just going to talk briefly about the role of the chairperson and the participants in a meeting. We really want our meetings to be not chairperson centric. We want the participants to carry the load. The chairperson should be there basically to just manage the meeting, sort of like a traffic cop is there to make sure that the traffic keeps flowing. In a classroom, the teacher is in control of the time and the topic, but the learning gets done by the students, and especially when they work together. In a meeting, the chairperson controls the time and the topic, but it's the participants that should do all of the hard work. That's why we put the participants at the top here. Participants should be ready to suggest ideas, um, and that means not just coming up with opinions, but like a student does homework prior to coming to class, a participant should prepare for a meeting. They're going to do research. They're going to come in with statistics and facts and ideas and knowledge so that during the meeting they can productively share that knowledge with everyone else. So we're looking for the participant to be engaged and to make positive and appropriate contributions. When you are in the meeting, you listen to other participants. It's not, real meetings are not scripted. Your role play, we'd like to be similar to a real meeting. We'd like you to have a plan, but not a script. So you listen to what the other people in your group say. You can agree with them, disagree with them. When you're stating your opinions, when you're agreeing, you're disagreeing, you give reasons. And you back up your reasons with the support, the research that you did in advance of the meeting. Now, a person who simply agrees or disagrees and throws out an opinion with no reasons won't do as well in real life in a real meeting, but certainly not as well in the role play as someone who supports their opinions with reasons and backs those reasons with research, things like statistics or pictures or other information. And of course, it's important to use the right language. Meetings, this is a professional environment. We're not looking for people to be argumentative and unhappy and angry. We're looking for people to be positive and energetic, to use polite language and to interact with people in the right way. We're also looking for you to speak with confidence, with good projection in your voice and a level of vocal variety, not a flat, uninterested, monotone, and certainly not a real quiet voice that nobody can hear. Now, the participants are running the business of talking to each other. I mentioned actively listening and asking questions. This should not be a chairman-centric meeting. But the chairman will give structure to the meeting. They open the meeting, they close the meeting, and they move us on from topic to topic to make sure that we're on time. So you can see the roles listed under the chairman, chairwoman, chairperson. So chairman is the traditional word, but in these days when we're more aware of not using sexist labels, we can call a woman a chairwoman, or we could use the neutral term chairperson. Oddly enough, in English, we often refer to somebody as just the chair, which might sound a little odd, but it's pretty common. So the first role of the chairperson is facilitation. They're there to make sure that the interaction between participants takes place. If somebody's especially quiet, they might encourage them to talk. If there's a disagreement, they might step in to help resolve it. If we seem to be getting off topic, the facilitation might involve getting us back on topic. Second role is connected to that. That's time management. The chairperson's job is to make sure that we are all moving through the meeting at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, but that we will meet our time constraints. And your assessment will certainly have time constraints. Each mini meeting will be only 4 or 5 minutes, which means your overall meeting assessment will take somewhere between about 15 and 25 minutes, depending on the number of people you have in your group. it has summarizing here. There's really two roles here for the chairman, three roles, I guess. The first is opening up the meeting by letting everybody know what the objectives are and summarizing where we are. As we go through a long meeting, the chairman might summarize a given point or item before we move on to the next one. In your short mini meetings, you probably won't need to do that. At the end of a meeting, the chairman summarizes not the entire discussion, but just the key points, the decisions made, make sure that everybody agrees before we formally end the meeting. So that's it for Module 1. I hope you guys are having a great day.